am the happiest when I'm cooking. Like, I'm in the zone, I cook, I enjoy touching the ingredients, tasting the ingredients. I think about food in terms of layers, right? I think about sweet, salt, sour, bitter, umami, and heat. And when you're cooking, you're really going for crescendos, right? You're building something, and then boom, it should be a peak, it should be an up. And that's really how you build a crescendo. Sometimes we might cook here for our neighbors. To be able to restore your spirit and your community is very, very important. I'm Marcus Samuelsson, and welcome to My Market, an intimate look at professional chefs' home lives and kitchens. Got it back. If you want to rather go back in here. Okay. I think as a Black creative, you constantly think through your experience and how do you share it. After that, we put more dawa, and then we put maple and soy on it, yeah. One of the commitments of having a kitchen studio in home is that every year we will give a young chef an opportunity to stay here on a scholarship basis so they can take time out and learn. Super low heat on the one in the back. The key is to cook it through, right? So lower the heat if you have to. I thought about all the things that I didn't have an opportunity to have coming up, right? It was very hard for me in the beginning to find Black role models in food. Not that they weren't there, there just wasn't enough history written about it. You coming?
She's coming.
I first have to acknowledge the people that came before me. All the Black culinarians that was anonymous, that did not get recognized. One of the reasons why Sag Harbor was so appealing to us is because of its history of diversity, both Native American and African American.
The African American population moved into this community because of the whaling industry. When the colonists came here, we came here with them. And that occupation allowed them to accumulate wealth, which was a way to freedom. And then in the 1920s, we see second home owners that were professionals, that were artists. They saw the possibility of this place and what it could be for generations to come.
Nineveh is a very special community. This is where African-American culture has been celebrated and appreciated. Our neighbors have been really super welcoming to our family. And this is the mushroom stock in here? Which stock is this?
Yes, chef. Mushroom stock.
So this is our first time that we're hosting our neighbors, and I can't wait to be part of the community. Tonight's menu, it will be a lot of food. We're starting with a barley bread. It will actually bake it in banana leaves. This is very similar to a bread that I've had in Ethiopia. With that, some beautiful eggplant to get really nice and charred. We will also make some dumplings, just very simple dumplings. The gravlax pizza. Serve up some jollof again. And you just hope that guest connects to it. You have to create something delicious, funky, and fun, and creative. It will be a feast. It will be fun just to fill this table for the first time, break bread, and just for people to celebrate. People work hard. Time is very difficult, especially with COVID. We couldn't get together for a long time, so I can't wait. So welcome and cheers to our first dinner party. Thank you.
Welcome to Nineveh Beach.
Thank you so much.
So happy to have you here.
Yeah, we're excited.
Where do you get inspiration, and do you feel like Sag Harbor can play a part in that, or does it play a part in it?
A lot of this food is actually first tryout for a new restaurant. So a lot of it is playing off the ocean. You can't do that if you're surrounded about skyscrapers. You have to actually be by the water to get the smell. So it was important to come out here and do that. And when did you come out?
You know, I'm a newbie.
Yeah.
That means I've only been here for like 23 years.
Oh.
And, isn't that right, Brooke? Brooke's family goes back to really the beginning. You know, when I came here, my children were 1 and 3. And, you know, our main house is in Princeton. Great community, but not as diverse as, you know, we would like.
That's what I talked about too. And when I walked with Zion, I was like, I felt so good. I was like, kids are not looking like him, are looking like him, whatever. Yeah, it's really a diverse community, which was beautiful.
Like when I was a kid, I came here and felt normal in a way that I didn't in other aspects of my life. Like we grew up in Manhattan. I went to an amazing private school, but it was one of, you know, 4 black girls in my class. And so it felt like you were in this incredibly supportive community where everyone just loved each other.
It's that kind of place, and it remains that way, and we're fighting hard to make sure we keep it that way.
Yeah. We felt that at home from day one here, which is not easy when you come to a new community. You know, the word restaurant is very interesting. Most people don't know it. The word restaurant means to restore your spirit and your community. As Black people, we share, but we also all have individual, very, very different experiences. And that's what creativity really allows us to express. To be a chef is not about being a good cook. It's using my craft to tell the story of my heritage. Throughout my life, it has allowed me to find similar stories and connect with my community at large. That's my mark.